Welcome, everybody, back to Terraria. I've just had an incredibly stressful time with both CK2 and Rimworld, so I've come to relax in Terraria Master Mode, where today we may be fighting some of our first bosses, in hard mode, obviously. So, I've done a little bit of a base redesign here, as you can see. Again, I'm not rebuilding the base quite yet. I want to get a few more resources together first, and then I want to plan it out. But I have reorganized things, so they're a lot more convenient. So multiple chests to make up for the ones that I'd already filled up. I've put down the necessary crafting stations, too, that we didn't have. The sawmill for building furniture, the heavy workbench for certain other things. The cooking pot was actually way more essential than I realized. If we go to the animals chest now, we can cook ourselves a shitload of meals. So it's specifically like these ones here. The seafood dinner. Major improvements to all stats. I don't think we've seen any food that gives major improvements to all stats before. Anyway, we currently sit at 118 deaths in Terraria Master Mode. Between today and yesterday, while I was rebuilding the tower, a goblin invasion turned up. Because of course they do, because they always freaking turn up while I'm doing that. Now, it turns out in hard mode, and I completely forgot this, the Goblin Summoner can spawn in, which is essentially a much, much harder goblin mage. Flies around, flies through solid blocks, fires things that fly through blocks. You know, all of those favorite things that you love in Rimworld. I killed it, and it has a unique drop. Now, we got arguably the worst drop for our build, that being the melee weapon, the demonic Shadow Flame Knife. It does do the Shadow Flame damage, which does a persistent, it does a persistent fire damage. I was genuinely, I AFK'd it entirely, because I was like, look, I don't want to be doing events like these in between episodes while I was just trying to rebuild and reorganize. So I just stayed in the lava, and I think it just died passively to the lava and the imp. So we got the demonic Shadow Flame Knife, which, as I recall, is basically exactly identical to our magic knife. Yeah, it is. It's got a slightly longer range, though, by the looks of it. Yeah, it's got a much longer range. The only problem is it does melee damage. So it's not going to be massively useful for us in terms of damage, but as a passive weapon, if we run out of mana, it's going to be really, really, really good. The only grinding I did between episodes was I wanted to test out our new mount against some of the wyverns. And I won't lie to you, those wyverns, they've had their day. I mean, they basically can't hit us anymore. The speed that this goat gets on flat ground is absolutely ridiculous. So for those of you who didn't watch the end of yesterday's episode, we basically got this from defeating the Wall of Flesh. I actually looked that up. It turns out each boss in Master Mode has no unique drops besides just a pet. And most of those pets are just, as we've seen before with the Eye of Cthulhu, they just follow you around. But this one is the only functional pet, from what I can tell, in Master Mode, which is pretty fantastic. So we got quite lucky with that one. It's 25% chance to drop, and we killed the Wall of Flesh, I think, like 5 times now. So we were long overdue on that one. We're still long overdue on our Emblem, too. So we'll keep trying to get that one today. I want a wyvern to spawn so I can show off quite how powerful this is, and why it's going to be really good for some of the future bosses as well. Oh, there we are, right in cube, just so I got to the end of the bridge. So watch this. With the goat, we can stay, when it picks up a bit of speed, we can stay persistently ahead of the wyvern, and then we just wail on it. And look at his health melt away. It's absolutely absurd. I want to try out the, it will really, really suck if these knives do more damage, given they don't have any, oh my god, they actually do. Fucking hell, really? Oh my god, and you can just keep throwing it? Oh, it's so much better than our magic knife. Oh, that's a shame. Our best weapon is a melee weapon. Fuck. So the magic knife, oh my god, there's another one. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the magic knife, I have to keep spam clicking it, and we can throw it as fast as I can click. Sure, it penetrates also multiple body segments. You can see when we get lined up like that, it does a ridiculous amount of damage. But the Shadow Flame Knife, I can just click and it'll keep firing. It does do less damage, but the fact that I can just keep chucking it like this is quite nice. Anyway, so these wyverns I can now farm pretty reliably for cash, and they just can't even catch us. So in situations like this where we're out of mana and I haven't gotten any mana potions for whatever reason, we can rely on this thing instead. This is a really, really great backup weapon in hindsight. Oh, look at that. If we throw it above him, they bounce off of him. Oh, that's insane. I wonder if I can leave my shot slightly. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's so cool. Anyway, so we're now basically untouchable by the wyvern, which is one of the faster enemies in the game. So against certain bosses, too, that are going to chase us, we can just blitz up this bridge. And they can never catch us, and we can still do damage to them. And that's the bonus to, of course, using mage, is that we've got these really hard-hitting weapons from a distance. Not even kidding when I say for the time being, given that we have the warrior emblem, and given that our best weapon is a Shadow Flame Knife, it might be more appropriate for us to become a warrior class for a little while. Because apparently some of the new warrior weapons are really, really good. It's been a long time since I played a warrior in Terraria 2. I'm pretty sure last time I played ranged? I don't remember. I either played ranged or warrior, but I don't remember playing warrior. I'm almost certain I played a ranged class last time. Oh, look, we also got a harpoon from those goblins as well there. So yeah, I've reorganized the chest now, so there's plenty of room. We can just run along, quick stack them all, and sort of be done with it. But when I rebuild the base, I'll try and do something a bit more aesthetically pleasing, rather than a very stumpy-looking cock at this point. Let's be reasonable. I also moved the doors up to the top floor as well, and made it a bit more of a sheer drop, because the herplings that spawned in the Crimson were able to jump up here last time, and a lot of enemies were, to be honest. So right now, it's more of a sheer drop to be able to farm up enemies. Cool. So some of you in the comment section told me there were some really good early weapons. We can apparently fish up a crystal weapon in the Hallow, which is quite good. And then I was also told to farm up some of the light mummies, I think it was. I don't remember. Oh my god, it just occurred to me what we haven't crafted. And that was the, it was a thing using bones. What was it called? Like the void chest or something? We definitely need to make one of those. I can't believe I forgot about it. It was some bones and then like some vines and some shadow scales or something like that. Anyway, let's go and get all of those things and I'll see what exactly it was we needed. Pretty sure it was just those. Hang on. Let's go to the guide. Hang on a minute. Where is our guide? There he is. He's outside. There it is. The void vault and the void bag. Cool. So it's... Oh, sorry. It's spores, not vines. My bad. I picked up the wrong thing. We've got more than enough to craft all of that. Oh, fantastic. So I assume it's just... they're just connected, right? So you put down a void vault and then the void bag and then you fill it and that's basically it. And then we'd have to go and empty it manually, I assume. Unless you could put down multiple void... Don't you dare. Multiple void vaults, and you might be able to repeatedly fill it up. Either way, it's a fantastic item to craft. I'm really praying in hindsight we've got enough plant spores. Oh, God, do we not have any? Oh, shit. I really don't want to go back down into... Maybe it's in plant matter. Yeah, we got 5. Oh, no, I don't think that's enough. Fuck, it's not. Okay, well, now we have an even worse task, which is going into the jungle during hard mode. The enemies there are going to wail on us something fierce. Okay, let me just double check exactly what it was we needed. So we need 8 spores plus another 15. Wow, okay, it is quite expensive. So 23 spores overall. We've already got 5. So we need another 18. Okay, we need another 18 spores all around. First things first now, let's go craft ourselves some melee gear. Let's go craft ourselves some decent melee armor. Oh, I'm putting these in plant matter, you moron. We'll take some Spelunker potions underground, get the last of the adamantite that we need to make some melee armor. We'll use the melee armor in combination with the demonic shadow knife, which is arguably our best gear right now, and sort of respecing to a magic class. Oh, sorry, a melee class. The only thing that we've got that we can swap out, really, are the mana flowers and the celestial cuffs. Everything else still applies to our new class, inverted commas. Give me if I'm confusing this with a mod as well, but if anybody knows, is there not a way to dye chests? Maybe that's just a base game thing and I'm completely misremembering. Any dye in here? Dye. Maybe I'll put it in tools? The only reason I'm saying that is it would be really nice just to be able to, at a glance, tell what our chests are for. You know, get the color memory in place for it. I could have sworn we had some dye. I'll have to go see the dye trader. But it might have been a mod that allowed you to do it, but basically color code them so that at a glance, you know, we can say the plant matter chests are green, potions are blue, for example, something like that, just so that we can tell them apart. If not, we'll have to make multiple different types of chests. Oh, and that's another thing I did for convenience. I split combat potions into a chest down here and then put food next to it. So if we want to fight anything, all we've got to do is come and restock from both of these. So we want Spelunker potions. Those are these ones, aren't they? And then we also want some mana potions too, but I don't think we've got any left. I might have to buy some from the wizard. Oh, yeah, that's the reason, by the way. I completely forgot to mention that. The reason I wanted to farm at the wyverns is... Oh, there we are. It's where we were killed by the Shadow Flame. That was what it was called. The Shadow Goblin... I think it was Goblin Summoner. It was summoning the Shadow Flame apparitions. Hello. So we kind of want to farm up gold to be able to afford these mana potions. My God, we got 2 platinum now? Wow. Okay, I'll buy a few of these then. Fuck it. Why not? Couldn't hurt. 75 for the time being. We'll at least get us through this mining session. Oh, werewolf. Oh my God, is it a full moon? Oh, cool. So it is. Right, okay. So werewolves only spawn in the full moon in hard mode, but if we kill them, there's a chance they can drop a moon charm. A moon charm is... Man, these knives are so much better than any other weapon we've got. I hate it. If we could get one of those, it's a really cool accessory we can also combine with... Is it a mermaid's pendant, as I recall? Those two together allow you to transform into a werewolf at night, which gives you some bonuses. And then a mermaid, when we're in the ocean, we can swim and breathe underwater. It's a very, very nice little trinket just to have around. I think the best way to do this would be to take a water candle and to head up to the sky bridge. Because if we're too close to the Crimson, I don't believe they can spawn in there. But they can spawn in forest biomes. So we go up to the sky bridge over here and drop a water candle Hopefully the werewolves can spawn in and we can just stay up here and farm them up. The only problem being up here as well, obviously flying enemies can spawn, which will use some of the spawn rate. Speak of the fucking devil. Maybe it would be better to go to the grasslands then. Although in hindsight, look at this. I hate that the melee weapon hits harder than the magic gear. The magic weapons for the magic gear we've got, and is a much further range. It's just so silly. I should point out, there is a... It could have dropped a magic weapon instead. So it could have dropped the Hex Doll, as I recall. The Hex Doll has a really, really powerful... It almost fires out like these purple tendrils. Now, that, from what I recall, goes through walls as well. So we might want to manually summon... Oh, we actually got it already. Fuck me, that was great. We might want to summon the Goblin Army a few more times, just so that we can... Oh, God, the monsters in Master Mode as well drop a ridiculous amount of gold. We might want to summon the Goblin Army so that we can try and get that Hex Doll. And then it might be worth sticking with the Magic class. Either way, like, it doesn't matter if we... Once we made one set of gear, we're fine. So we could always just make more sets in the future if we feel like it. Okay, then we'll see if we can fight this bloody wyvern. Nope, they still hurt quite a lot. Turns out it definitely wasn't a DPS issue. Why don't we turn into a werewolf then and see if that helps us a little bit. Do we have any melee gear that might come in handy right now? We might be able to make a set of... I was going to say we might be able to make it... Oh, they are just dropping down. Actually, why don't we just stand here and let them drop down over here? We might be able to make a set of... Hang on. Don't tell me. Hellstone armor, right, of course. It's in a little bit of issue, especially with these werewolves. Hang on, right. Let's come over here. Let's see if we can build this up a little bit, because these guys are just able to escape immediately from the fire, which isn't exactly very cash money of you werewolves. Right, let's do something like, just temporarily. Let's build them a little flight of stairs so that once they... It's only because werewolves have a much higher jump height, so that when they jump down, they definitely can't jump back up. There we are. Do something like that. And then I'll probably just hang around the house tonight, so that we can maybe get a few more spare moon charms. I imagine they're probably worth a decent amount of gold. Oh my god, no way. That's exactly what I was looking for. Oh shit, at long last I can rebuild the tower. A meat grinder. That lets you craft meat blocks. And I don't think I need to explain anymore. But I've been waiting for that for quite some time. I was thinking at some stage I'll have to go and maybe grind out for it. We don't need to worry about it. We've got ourselves the perfect thing for rebuilding this tower out of. I actually just looked it up. It's got a 0.5% chance of being dropped from any of the Crimson enemies on hard mode. So that was pretty good. We were going to get it eventually, right? Just from them passively falling in the lava there. Right, so the way you use it is you put in Crimstone blocks, which we have a shitload of, into the grinder, and it turns it into... There we are. A nice, meaty, fleshy block. This tower is never going to have looked better. The werewolf trap is working very nicely. We've also got flesh block walls, fleshy platforms. I thought it was a fleshy torch then for a second. That would have really made my day. There might be some other things we can craft, but obviously we don't have the ingredients for. I'll see what else you can craft out of the flesh blocks. Everything. Flesh bathtubs, flesh beds, bookcases, candelabras, candles, chairs, chandeliers, chests. Those are pretty cool. Doors, dressers. Oh, this is fucking phenomenal. We need torches. Torches, iron bars will give us access to a lot of things. Silk as well, which we can actually make. What was that other thing there? Flesh. Oh, it's a table. Right, sorry. It looked like a gun. Right, okay. So let's go ahead and we might as well craft ourselves some fleshy gear while we wait for this full moon to piss off. What does it actually look like, though? Yep, that's pretty... What is that? Oh, it's supposed to be like a tendon? That's pretty horrendous. Oh, we've got a party as well. We should probably go and see what everybody sells during a party. They might have actually added something new in the recent patch. Yeah, that looks horrendous. Okay, obviously I'm not going to replace it all now because I want to replace... I want to do a full rebuild. Oh, God, the noise. Is it really? Oh, God. Okay. Alright, apparently there's nothing really worth buying from... it's nothing really worth buying from any of the characters besides the party girl, and even then it's just like balloons. Ow, it's like a whole new game, huh? It should be a little bit easier to track down, particularly, I think rare creatures get highlighted as well, but I might be wrong on that. So we're looking for, is that the stuff we're looking for? I think that's it. It's kind of hard to tell. You got to kind of get used to what it looks like with the Spelunker potion on as well. Ah, there we go. Okay. So it does look very, very similar. Just kind of a dark red glow. Sorry, how the fuck did I fall through a solid block into... Okay. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to set this as our spawn point, seeing as we're going to be down here for quite some time. I plan on just kind of running along the base of the underworld, because I thought that was kind of safer than... Bollocks. Kind of safer than sticking to the Hallow. Yeah, there's some immediately there, and there's some there as well if we really want to try and risk that stuff. But it's going to spawn slightly lower down than most of your ores anyway. Good job we got a fair amount of these things, isn't it? Good lord. I forgot that when you died, you immediately lost the effect too, so we've got to be kind of careful, at least until we've got one set of this armor. I would love to make one of each, just so that if we decide to go back to magic, just in case we get a magic weapon that outclasses the Shadow Knife. And that's really what it comes down to. There's Tim. Tim, I want your gold, Tim. Hang on. Oh, fucking... That's another thing about Terraria that really fucks me off, is that you can run up inclines that you then can't run back down. So we were able to run up into that gap in the cave, but we weren't able to come back down from it. That's fine. That's okay. Nothing to worry about. There's another Spelunker potion fucking gone. Tim, I will have my revenge. Oh. Well, I thought I would. Hey, we got a Wizard's Hat again. Great. Just what we want at this stage of the game. Right, okay. We know roughly where these ores already are, so we'll hunt these down before I pop another fucking potion and end up wasting it. Oh. Another bonus to playing as a melee character, and actually another reason to use a pickaxe rather than a drill, is that you can swing and destroy a lot of projectiles that would go through walls. So if we had a pickaxe, we would be... in hindsight, a pickaxe would have been a much safer bet. I might make a pickaxe instead of a drill next time. Sure, the drills are faster, but it's taking us so much longer to do anything anyway, because I'm wasting way more time running back. Like, if we had... Fucking look at all these projectiles, for God's sake. Like, if we had a drill, we'd be able to just drill straight through it. Or sorry, if we had a pickaxe, we'd be able to... That was my bad. I was just getting greedy there. But if we had a pickaxe, we'd be able to keep mining and deflect the projectiles. This is actually so punishing, even now. These imps are absurd. How did I do this the first time round? I haven't put down a water candle or something silly like that, have I? Because we're just respawning to fucking chaos. We're going to get a bit of distance between us and the spawn point first before I try mining for anything else, because otherwise it is just going to get us killed. Right, let's pop a Spelunker potion here. Right, what are we looking at then? Total of fucking nothing so far. And bear in mind, if we find any more demons with voodoo dolls, we might be able to try and get an emblem again. But again, I might be more committed at this point. Fate seems to be pushing us in the direction of a melee character, unfortunately. Oh, you motherfucker. That was a trap! Ah, good. I mean, I'm just looking at kind of the density of that lava pool above us, and I'm thinking, I feel like this room isn't going to be big enough for us to survive, is it? Okay, you know what, we're going this way now. This way looks fun. Well, a big open cave that we've never explored before. Probably plenty of ore that we're looking for, or not any whatsoever. Oh, that's interesting. Look, with the Spelunker potion, Crimson doesn't illuminate. I don't know if that's a bug, or whether that's intentional, perhaps. You got any more of those? Oh, there's some. Oh my god, it spawns in such small clusters. Oh, spider cave. Ah, cool. Also very dangerous, but still somewhat cool. Okay, so we might actually be able to get some decent summoning gear from here. Well, it's not actually that large. You know, it's probably not big enough for any of the spiders to spawn in. We'd have to do some funky stuff, basically, to get the spiders to spawn in the first place. Oh, there's a chest up there. Hello. Actually, that could be the rest of the spider cave. And in fact, it looks like it's exactly that. Find out in a second, won't we, when I get myself eaten. I don't think mimics glow, do they, if you've used a Spelunker potion. So this might actually... Yeah, there are definitely spiders in there. Oh god, there's a lot of spiders now. Hello. How are you guys doing? I don't think that gap's big enough for them to get through. It's just unleash the crystal storm, I guess. Yeah, so specifically we want to kill the Black Recluse. So those will drop spider teeth, and the spider teeth we can craft into a new minion staff, which would be quite nice. An upgraded version of... or allow us to build something that does a bit more damage than the imps. I think unlike the imps that they can't fly. Oh, no, wait, they do fly. They're flying spiders. Could I forget that? Could I forget, of course, that they are flying spiders? It's actually quite a big opportunity, because these spider caves are quite rare, but also quite difficult. Oh, shit, oh, shit, oh, shit, oh, shit. Okay, don't panic. Just get some blocks down. We've got to prevent the spiders getting to us, but we've got to still be able to, obviously, hit them. They've dropped spider fangs. Yeah, those are what we're looking for. But they drop them quite rarely, evidently. I like the webbed up people in there. That's not macabre at all. Okay, let's do something like that. I think that means we can hit the spiders. Yeah, we can. But they can't hit us now. You smash the bodies? Does that do anything? Apparently not. Let's also light this place up a little bit so we can see what we're dealing with. Okay, it's quite a large cave overall. I'm trying to also, while we've got this the potion remaining, scout a little bit more. So there's some up here. I'm just going to kind of drill vaguely in that direction so I know roughly which way to go when we're done with the spider cave. Is that the... Oh, the stylist. Hello. There we are. Giving you a free haircut if you'd come earlier. Sorry, hon, I can't style hair without a place set at my station. Great, their hairstylist, the best. I completely forgot she was even in the game, to be frank. Okay. Great, my favourite. Oh, she lasted long as her head rolls gently down the hill. Brilliant. Nice work. How many spider fangs we got? 5. I'm going to look at what you need for the full set. As I recall, it's genuinely something like 40. So this could take a... What? Fried egg? This could genuinely take a very, very, very long time. Oh, they can web you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's take this... Oh, there's a regular spider now. Let's take this a bit more carefully. The regular spiders don't count for spider fangs as far as I recall. It's just the black recluse. I think we've seen some of the regular spiders in pre-hard mode as well. What are we up to now? 20. We're up to 20 fangs. And we've also picked up a pair of scissors. Annoying, stylish scissors. Oh, from where the stylist died. Oh, there's also an amethyst cave right here. It's a shame that it's completely useless at this point. I got 76 fangs for the entire set. That's including the spider staff, which allows you to summon spider minions. That's for the queen spider staff that allows you to summon a, basically a turret summon. So that just stays still and fires at enemies, which is a bit pointless against some of the bosses we're going to be fighting. Then the actual spider gear. Then the spider gear is summoning gear, which I'm not really interested in. Otherwise, we're going to be crafting a set of summoning gear whilst committing to potentially a new magic guild, melee build as a magic character currently. It's kind of too many fingers in too many pies, I think. Oh, would you look at that? I was actually trying to open up the spider arena and found a shitload of adamantium. I don't know how I missed that stuff down there. I must have walked right over the top of it. All right. What are we looking at now? 57. Oh, God, I'm so close. I might as well just see it through at this point, because I'm so close to having finished the whole set. That way, if we do ever decide, for whatever reason, in the next couple of episodes to become a summoner, maybe there's a really cool summon item that we find, then we'll have the means to do it. But I think most likely this is probably just going to be crafted into more staffs and sold for gold. Hey, there we go. Cool. Right, so we've also got 135 adamantite from this trip as well. So we might as well get the last little bit that I saw up here, and then we'll head back and sort of assess the situation. Like, I do want to build the drill. And obviously we want to make a full set of melee gear at this point, but... Oh, you know what? Sod it. Let's chug another Spelunker potion. Why not? We might as well get it all done in a single trip rather than risking it. Oh, God, I think I drilled a bit too far. Okay. Found another magic mirror. Hilarious. Great joke there, Terraria. Appreciate that one. Bank some of these coins before I forget, otherwise we're losing quite a lot there unnecessarily. Okay. The jungle is absolutely the last place I want to be, particularly with some of these enemies going on. I imagine these things will kill us in only a couple of hits. Yep, that's absolutely the case. Can't even move because they confuse you. Damn it. Yeah, I don't even want to be here. Is that chlorophyte already spawned in? That's not how that works. I thought you had to... No, that can't be right. I thought you had to beat Plantera before chlorophyte spawned in. Maybe I'm misremembering. Let's head back to the house. And let's see if we can actually craft a decent set of armor now. Okay, just quick stack all of this crap away. So we can craft the full spider set, I believe. If I could find out where. Here we go. Let's go ahead and make the... spider staff, which allows us to summon the spider minions. We can summon the queen spider staff, which is pretty cool. The spider mask, the spider breastplate, and the spider greaves. So we could become a summoner if we felt like it. And to be honest, that would be better than our current build, regardless, in my opinion. So we've got this queen spider staff that lets us put down a big turret, and then we could summon like multiple of the smaller spiders too. That's pretty horrifying. I love it. Okay, I mean, that's a legitimate build that we've got now, and actually isn't too bad for this stage of the game. However, I would rather go for melee, like I said. We can keep the Queen Spider Staff, that's definitely... and what's the damage compared to the... So these do 42, the Imps do 26. Yeah, that's so much better, isn't it? My God. Okay, swap those out. And then we'll also hang on to the Queen Spider Staff, too. So we'll drop that down there. Good God, my inventory is so cluttered right now. Now for the real question. Can we craft ourselves a full set of adamantite gear? I should hope so, after the amount of crap that we've just pulled up there. Okay, 36 more bars. I think it's actually genuinely going to be close again. Breastplate. We need the legs. Oh, we can't craft the fucking drill and the hat. Bollocks. And there's the helmet. Go on then. We'll go melee for a while, especially because I'm pretty sure we got the melee emblem. Anything else we can combine here? Charm of Myths. Oh, we can actually make that now. Right, cool. Oh, well, that was pretty convenient. Provides life regeneration and reduces cooldown of healing potions by 25%. That's actually really, really good. Question is, what the hell do we want to equip if we're not going to be a magic character anymore? We'll put that back in the box, and we'll put that back in the box. Got a few choices. I mean, the Panic Necklace is always a pretty good choice. The Obsidian Shield, if we were able to upgrade, that would be phenomenal. And then, of course, the immunity to knockback 2 is very, very good. I mean, I like the Panic Necklace. I feel like the Charm of Myths, we have to use that. I mean, reducing the healing potions by 25% is pretty significant. What else have we already got that I'd be tempted to use at this point? Oh, of course, the Warrior Emblem. Yeah, there we are. 15% increased melee damage too. Takes that thing up to 63. Oh, does it only calculate after the fact? And then what does our gear do? So we've got... Now, the other bonus, of course, I completely forgot to mention this. The other bonus to crafting melee gear over magic gear or summoning gear is the actual defensive value. That's going to keep us alive for a lot longer. So we've got 22 defense from the helmet, 16 defense from the breastplate, and 12 defense from the leggings. Overall, we gain an 18% melee and movement speed. That's insane. So we can throw these knives like crazy fast now, can't we? Yeah, that's nuts. Absolutely nuts. So that gives 14% increased melee damage, 7% crit chance. That gives 6% increased damage, and then that one just gives the crit chance. Okay, yeah, I like this new build. All right. What I want to do is I want to go to... Well, firstly, we might as well get rid of some of these magic weapons from our hotbar instead. Go over to the Goblin and get the magic dagger reforged as soon as possible. Bear in mind, that's all we've got to rely on now for our melee setup. Hang on, there are ice golems, are there not, in snowstorms in hard mode? It is a blizzard. Is that a mod? I don't remember. My god, that's the issue with the last time I played Terraria. I played modded. So I now can't remember in hard mode what is... I'm pretty sure there are ice golems that only spawn in hard mode, that only spawn in the blizzards, right? That you can ice golem. Yeah, there are. And they drop the frost cores, I think it is. Yeah, they actually do. And then you can upgrade adamantite armor into... I'm pretty sure it's adamantite anyway. Don't tell me. You absolute fuck. Use adamantite bars with it. And it makes a frost... It makes frost armor. And what's the set bonus from that? I don't remember. It is essentially an upgrade of regular adamantite gear, from what I recall. Bollocks, I should have just gone for that instead. Obviously, you can't rely on there being a snowstorm at all times. Right, let's go see you for a start. Reforge this weapon into... We've got Demonic Shadow Flame. I assume then it's godly? Yeah, Wiki says either godly or demonic. Well, right now we've got demonic. I guess it's an important fortune then. We already had the best one. You got Spider Staff is mythical, couldn't be any better. Although you can bear in mind a lot of those bonuses only affect the initial cast, not the summon. So I think demonic would be better then, would it not? Or maybe mystic, I don't remember. We got the Murderous Queen Spider Staff. Can we summon both? I'm not going crazy. Yeah, we can summon both. There you go. So we've got a turret and we've got our regular summon there as well. Right, I want to try and fight some of these ice golems then. They might be really, really, really powerful because... I mean, because they are by design. Obviously, they drop this really high-end gear. Oh my god, look at the damage we're doing, though. And the crits are so frequent. Of course they're going to be when we're firing off this fast. And they're quite rare to spawn in. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't find any at all. Oh, being on the bridge counts. Okay, we'll stand here then and wait for some to come and find us. There's a blood moon, and somebody told me the other day that apparently fishing power is better in a blood moon. So I'm going to take the fishing rod, wherever I put it. Okay, well, I'm going to find the fishing rod, and then we're just going to go and fish, I guess, for the rest of tonight, and sort of see what we can pull up. But now I've got the cooking pot. There's actually more benefit to that, too, in that we can potentially craft ourselves some pretty decent buffs. Where did I put the fishing rod, though? Tools? Shit's gone. That shit's gone forever. Oh, for fuck's sake, where have I put that? It's not in the piggy bank, and I'm just completely... Oh, I'm completely missing it. All right. Let's go and head over then. We'll go and fish in the ocean for the kind of safest area. Bearing in mind we've already kind of built that to be monster-proof. And I guess we just do this. I don't know if I'm doing this right. And it does seem to be true. I don't know if that's just a placebo effect. What the fuck is that? A Goblin Shark? Are we okay? 15,000? Well, that was fortunate. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're fine. I wasn't expecting that. I'll be honest. I was kind of expecting some rare fish, not a big fucking enemy with 15,000 hit points. Oh, there we go. OBS. OBS just crashed on me again. There we are. Okay, it's dead. What does it drop? Bloodthorn. The hell is blood? That sounds like a weapon. Magic damage. Oh. Oh, man. That's actually really cool. Okay. Is that what I was here for? To fight that thing? Hang on. We've got the unbreakable line. So let's put that on. Let's also put on... Actually, no. Maybe not swap out the worm scarf if we're going to swap out anything. And let's also get... we got chum bucket. Oh. Yeah, let's go ahead and yeet a bunch of chum in there as well. And let's get the angler gear. Oh, I left that in the house. That's okay. I'm sure our fishing power is high enough at this point not to worry about it. Still haven't caught any unique fish. It's just been kind of the regular crap, to be honest. Even with all this charm, even with the... Maybe we need something with higher fishing power to catch any of the unique blood moon creatures. We got the shark, but maybe that's just like a... That's just like a micro boss for this particular section. Oh, that's a shame. We'll do a little bit more. I might as well spend the rest of the night fishing as we're here now, but I don't think we've got a high enough. I'm just trying to think what fishing rod can we craft beyond this. There's the one at the Traveling Merchant's house that, as I recall, is really, really good. But besides that, this is kind of the only one we can craft. Got another Mithril crate again. I'm not entirely sure what those are. We had these before, right? Oh, Ori Calcumor. Cool. Oh, so that's from the other variant. Right, so Ori Calcumor is the other variant of the second tier Mithril, I think. Oh my god, it's another one. Hello. Let's stay far away from you. Luckily, we can just retreat in this house. I wonder if they've got any other unique drops. That'd be kind of fun. I don't have any buffs or anything, so I guess we'll just stand here and wail on the poor thing. This is how God intended people to fish. Boom. Another Bloodthorn. Okay, cool. So I guess that's guaranteed. I guess that's it then. I guess that's the whole point to the Blood Moon, is the kind of mini boss fight. Oh, fuck me. I can't seem to dash. Did I unequip my Cthulhu shield? I guess that's not the case anymore. Run. Run, run, flight. Oh my fucking god. A blood eel. Oh, so there's a lot of unique creatures. That's cool. I wish I'd have known to prepare for that. Otherwise, I would have, you know, prepared for that. I need to take the roof off of the fishing thing then if we're going to be fighting things like that. Oh, there's not enough NPCs over there. I can't get back. Bollocks. We'll take the goat train on the sky bridge then and see if we can get back in time. So I wonder if there's a bunch of... I will probably look this up after the episode. But if there's a bunch of enemies, then I wonder if there's like one magic weapon, one range weapon, one melee weapon, or something like that. I'm pretty sure we've also got an item to summon the Blood Moon, don't we? So next time we come here, I'll, or tomorrow's episode, we'll just consume that, and we'll see if we can fight whatever other enemies there are to be fished out of the damn ocean. Oh, the party girls did. Hey, does that mean the blood eel might still be here? Evidently not. Oh, Blood Moon's ended now. Bollocks, just as we got back. Well, look, I know for next time to prepare and take away the... So I know to take away this for a start. Let's go buy a what? Chittering Teeth Bomb? Oh my god, that's from the... Is that from the clown? Right, okay. Well, that was a journey. Cool. So tomorrow then, I will commit to the Blood Moon fishing. And I'll take the angler gear. Well, actually, probably wouldn't be best if we're going to be summoning big blood eels. Depending on how much progress I make with the tower as well, you might see 2 big blood eels. Who knows? Thank you to the patrons for making this disgraceful series possible in the first place. Thank you to Darthhawk, Amethyst Corona, Harry McGowan, Tom Terror 18, Huey Longdong, Harik, Chicken Wang HD, Distorted Triangle, Odie, Scary Scurvy, Norstrus, Alchemia, Caden Caster, and everyone else at Patreon for their support making the channel possible in the first place. Big thank you to you guys. And a thank you as well goes out to Tentacle Beast Loves Trees, Blood for the Blood God, Swifty21, Gabriel Van Ders, Eben Dragon 323, Mr. Awesome, Erotha, Donald, Zulu, I Am Sagated, Night Rouge, Derek F, Tempeh, Jason Sushu, Jackson P, Icy the Great, and everyone else at Patreon. Big shout out to you guys for keeping bonus series like Terraria possible.